No, no. I thought the thunder was going to crack and the lightning was going to come down because it's hammering down outside at the moment. What the press would say, Indian summer. Let's have a thunderstorm randomly out of nowhere. The washing's knackered. Haven't bothered to get it in, and by the time I realised it was out there, too late. So the missus is going to probably pull some hairs out of somewhere. Anyway, it's retro waffle time. Hello everyone, how you doing? Got a few summer pickups, he says, while it's raining outside. Some good ones. One awesome one, breakthrough news. This is world exclusive news. A new entrant to the GX library. Well happy with that. Well happy with that. You can see the grin on my face. It arrived today from Polyvou from France. From a very nice chap. We'll get onto that in a minute. I also want to talk about a subject that interested me. I think Swifto mentioned it first. He spoke about why do we make videos? And it was a good question. I saw some responses to it as well. I think one was from Kit and one was from Ben, T-Rex Space Station. And yeah, it got me thinking, but it then moved me on to a different train of thought. And it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, to make a video on at least. Now I'm sort of really into the YouTube thing now. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm embedded in the YouTube brethren, as it were, and I feel really comfortable with doing my stuff, doing the shit. It is really, isn't it? Yeah. But it dawned on me, why did I start making videos? Now I know some of you who know me, especially through Retro and Lim, already know some of the answers to these questions already. But this is for some of my new subscribers and anybody else watching this video. If you just stumbled across this channel, it is kind of related to what Swifto said, why I make videos. But more to the point, what inspires me to make the videos that I do, and initially what inspired me to start doing videos. Two people get credited for this in the YouTube fraternity, as it were, but it actually stems back a little bit back before that, because you'll probably know I'm associated with the Pixel Empire website, and when we were writing the little gums back in, that's that tooth, I blame that tooth missing. I shouldn't have done that. Twat. Anyway, I digress. Back to we were organising Pixel Empire's pages, and my editor Tom would put a video down in the bottom corner to highlight the game that we were talking about, featured or reviewed. And I thought, wouldn't it be quite cool if we could make the videos ourselves for the site that we're for the game that we're writing about, or the article we're writing about? I thought that would be quite cool. So I initially did a very, very rough close. I think it was the close. Yeah, you'll see it on my channel list. It's actually one of my very early videos. It's got no commentary. It's just the ending of Dizzy 1 on the Amstrad CPC. And that kind of thought, well, if I could do that, maybe I could do more. And it sort of like stemmed from there. So I messed around with emulators, I messed around with obviously the systems and everything that I had. And then thought, well, I'll just stick myself in front of the camera. But I didn't know what to talk about initially. I thought, well, where can I start? What can I start talking about? So I looked on my subscriber list at the time for some inspiration, and this is where the inspiration comes from. And initially wanting to do something for TPE, it grew into something else. So obviously I'm still, them videos, the gameplay videos, still linked to TPE for the ones I've reviewed, and it grew into something else, and of course Retro and Lim, and so on and so forth. But one of these guys know, well, I think they both know this. My original inspiration came from retro gaming collector himself, Mr. Steve Benway. He already knows this because I told him this. And he did a video about the GX4000, an overview, a system overview, I think he did, and he spoke about it, and you know, his point of view, and that's fair play. But I thought at that point when I watched it, I thought I want to say my point of view. I want to say what I think of the system, and I don't want to say it in comments because it's going to sound like I'm argumentative, and I don't want to sound like I'm argumentative. I want to sound like I respect your point of view, Steve, but I want to put my point of view across, and that's where my first video came from, that mindset. So I sat down with the wrong camera settings and the wrong camera and the crap lighting, as you will know, and sat there with the GX4000 and just spoke about the GX4000. And from that point it snowballed, and it inspired me. Well, if I could do that and improve what I've already done, improve, you know, better camera, better lighting, you know, sort me editing out, all that kind of crap, I could enjoy this. And lo and behold, I do a lot, and I've met some great people along the way. So the inspiration for that is accredited to Steve for me, but then I was watching other people's videos and the way they depict themselves on camera, and he already knows this as well, and I've spoken about him before, and he's shouted me out, and a great friend of mine, Dave, Lawnboy's Post. It's the way he just sits in front of the camera and talks, and I thought, you know what, I think I can do that. I think I can do that. I don't know how I come across. I was nervous, and I was nervous for months and months and months. Every time I did this, every time I sat in front of a camera, I was really, I was so self-aware of how I'm coming across on camera. I think only recently it's got to the point where now I'm truly comfortable with sitting in front of the camera and talking, even though I stutter and jumble and fuck around with my hands and all this kind of crap, and sip nourishment, self-medication, as Dave would call it. But they're my initial inspirations for starting the channel and doing the videos that I do. And since then, obviously, it inspired me also to continue my collection, because it had been in the doldrums for so long, and getting a new console, getting a new next-gen console, that helped a lot. And a couple of months before I even started doing the YouTube, I'd got my DS up and right. I'd lost it, so, and I found it, and the Game Boy. They got the Game Boy and the DS going again. Or found them, should I say? And again, I thought, well, you know, I can make gameplay videos now, and I'm doing the reviews, and it would be quite cool if I do this. So that's where the gameplay comes from. And now it's just a point where I get inspired by what I could think of next. I would play a game and I think, would that work well? Can I speak about that game? Yes, I can, especially if it's a retro game, especially if it's an Amstrad or GX4000 game, of course, Super Nintendo. And that's where I really enjoy it, and that's, to answer Swifto's question, that's why I make the videos. Because it makes me happy to do it. It's happy that I'm sharing my views and my opinions with people, and getting into discussion and making friends and that kind of thing. And I enjoy the process, I enjoy the editing, I enjoy filming it, I enjoy playing the games, clearly. So, but it's tied in with, like Swifto said, that's why you make the videos, but these are my inspirations behind the videos. I mean, obviously, doing responses is a big inspiration as well. When someone comes up with a great question, or the 10 questions thing, or whatever. Initially, it was EDT1138 who came up with the top 3 Tuesday thing, and that got me really inspired to do a video response. So, Ed, thank you for that, because that got me doing the video response thing, and I feel compelled to do video responses sometimes, especially when it's a mate, someone I really, really admire. I love the videos, and it's a subject that interests me, of course. So I'd like to know what you think about that. What is your inspiration to make videos? What is your initial, why did you start your channel initially? Where did that come from? Why did you suddenly decide to go, you know what, I'm going to make a video gaming channel, or I'm going to make a movie review channel, or whatever. Where did the inspiration come from? I think it would be interesting to know, because this is my story, and I hope to continue to be inspired, I suppose. So that's really what I've got to say on that. So what I've been getting up to lately, I recently hit, and I've gone past now, 300 subscribers. So head's gone. I mean, thank you so much, everybody and everyone that's viewed my videos and commented and subbed and everything. It's fantastic. I'm not even in a year in, and I've got over 300 subscribers. It's just mind blowing, fantastic. I was thinking about doing some sort of special thing, blah, 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 on it, but I thought I'll leave it this time, because it's not actually recently since I did the 200 one. So, and that's even more amazing. So thank you everyone for watching this thing in front of you. But getting back into games, I got some neat pickups recently from charity shops, and I got some decent trades from fellow YouTuber and my pièce de résistance. Oh, it was in French as well, that's even better. First we'll go to the trades which I got from Interghost. He decided to sell his SNES collection, fair enough. And I thought, blimey, it's been a while since I got a SNES game. So I had a look at his list and I thought, I actually said that to myself when I saw his list. So I've got a few. And a good price. We're not going to divulge into that. But this is what I got from Interghost. I got a boxed Batman Returns. Boxed and complete. The box is a little bit ragged. It's battle worn. Yeah, but this is, most Super Nintendo boxes do this, don't they? Because they're not Mega Drive boxes. Instructions are decent though. They're really good nick and complete. Not bad at all. And of course, cartridge as well. I did love this game when I had it in my original collection. Batman Returns. It's a great little beat 'em up. Better than the film. Mind you, the film's not bad actually, is it? It's the Joel Schumacher atrocities after it that crap that franchise up. But I'm chuffed with that because, yeah, apart from the tear there, and it's a little bit frayed, but it looks great on a shelf when you line it up without the crease. Cheers, Adam, for that. Oh, put it down there actually. I've got two more games, SNES games from him as well. Pushover, the domino game. You got to organise the dominoes with G.I. Ant. This was a sponsored by Quavers on the original Amiga version, I think. But I was fascinated by this game when it came out, and I never got to play it, never got to buy it. I've played it since on emulator, but now I've got it for real, so I'm really happy with that. And finally, a game recommended to me by my editor at TPE. He wrote a glowing review on it, and never played it, and I still haven't got the chance, which is Top Gear. Yes, not associated with Clarkson, Hammond and May. I've just noticed that there's a funny colouring, there's the Nintendo plastic thing going on there. A very, yeah, completely. I mean, look at the front, looks fantastic. Back, it looks like someone's been sort of like smoking over it constantly for the last 10 years. But anyway, it works great. I've already just whacked it in the system. So well happy with that as well. So three Super Nintendo games. I haven't bought Super Nintendo games for a long time, which is about overdue. Charity shop pickups quickly. I got some PS1 stuff. Because I'd recently been doing the tennis games and got the tennis bug recently. That's finished now, of course. But I just picked this up a couple of days ago for a quid, 99p, which is the complete Davis Cup Tennis on PS1. I've actually never played a PS1 tennis game. You probably know me by now, I like my tennis games. I've never played a PS1 tennis game. So, when I get the chance, bloody, that's big, isn't it? When I get the chance, this has still got the registration card in it. Look at that. I'll get this in the PlayStation and have a good play. I don't think this has ever actually been used. There's not a mark on it. It is mint. Absolutely mint. No cracks in the box. Mint. You can't say no for a quid, can you? Like I always say. Second PS1 game is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. And one of the Crash Bandicoot games, again, not played this. Again, in great condition. A little bit pricier this time. £3 I think I paid for this. But again, it's in really good condition. I think this came from a charity shop which also had the other two, Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Bandicoot, that's the word, Bandicoot 2, also in the shop, and they had the discs mixed up. The instructions were in one, the backing was in the other, and the disc was in the other, and it turned out that Crash Bandicoot 2 was a scratched, knackered disc anyway, so I told them about this quickly. The disc is okay. It's clearly been used. It's got a few marks and fingers marks on it, but I'm sure it will be fine. I know it's fine because I've already given it a load. I always give it a load. I don't give things a load. And finally on PS1, I was chuffed to pick this up. I remember when it first came out and everyone lauded over it, and that is Dino Crisis. And I've never played this. Some people held it as a Capcom classic. I've never played it. Ooh, a bit of a crack in the front there, but again, complete, boxed instructions. Disc, pretty good. Oh yeah, I remember when I got this initially. There's some sort of glue. It's not damaging. Can't see it on camera. No, it comes off with your fingers. Yeah, there's a little bit there still, but it was covered in this sort of like gluey thing, maybe food or something. Yuck, I don't know. But it comes off, and it's fine. It really is fine underneath it. There's no deep scratches or anything like that. So that's one of the things I haven't actually stuck in the PlayStation yet. So hopefully it will run. Hey, but for a quid, you know, it's a punt. Couple of PlayStation 2 games as well. For a quid, Rayman Revolution. Now you can't go wrong with that, can you? This is in great condition. It's even got this playable demo of Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc in it. I must admit, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to Rayman games. I've only recently played Rayman Origins, so I've really got to catch up. But happy to get that. Chuffed. And one of my favourite all-time racing series as well on the PC. No, don't PC game. PlayStation 2. Ridge Racer 5. I love Ridge Racer 4 on the PlayStation 1. So I'm hoping this is going to be, well, a better, but I probably doubt it. Purple disc. But this one is in absolutely spiffing condition. It looks just as fine as that young lady on the front there. Perfect condition, £2. So, right. Now, onto the main event. My target this year, ultimately, apart from the other systems I collect for, was to get 2 boxed GX 4000 games. And I've got one of them, so I'm 50% there. One of the rarer ones. Yes, it's not a great game. It's far from imagination, not a great game, but that's not the point. The point is I'm collecting the games. And it is our little French friend, Tintin. Tintin on the Moon, to be exact. And I'm pleased to say I am over the moon with this because the box is solid as a rock. Original box, I can tell. Original cover art, I can tell. There's a little bit of a... There's a crack in the cover film there. Never mind. And the red seal has gone there. I'm such a geek about these games. I know that, yeah, I know what you're saying. But there's a sticker there that goes there. There's a red seal. Hey, that's not bad. But more importantly, the game is there. And it still has that GX4000 plastic smell, which is very intoxicating. Initially, when I got this out, I thought it might be a snide, because there is a little bit of a crack over the label in the top of the cartridge. That is a sign that sometimes it is a dodgy cartridge. But on closer inspection, the label isn't actually broken. It's just started to fray, but it's not broken. You can tell by the edge there, that the label is not broken. So touch and go on that, but stuck that in the GX4000 literally the moment I took it out of its packaging, and it works. It's beautiful. I love it. It's a crap game, but I love it. But the instructions are missing. I already knew that when I bought it, but I did get this for a pretty good price. I got this for €36 including postage. Postage about €10, so that's €26, give or take. Yeah, 18 pounds. That is an excellent price for this game, because it's one of the rarer games on the system. Happy. And as for the instructions, got that covered as well, because thanks to Swifto, who very handily puts all the instruction scans onto his website, I've downloaded the instructions and printed them out. So all we've got to do is construct an instruction booklet with a handy stapler. I think I've got a handy stapler, or is it a footy stapler? That is a terrible. Oh, I didn't say that. That was terrible. But anyway, over the moon with that. That was terrible. Metaphorical tomato in the face. Awful, Chris. Anyway, bringing my GX4000 game collection up, and I'm crazy, aren't I? Yes, you are. You can say that in the comments if you want. Anyway, that's me all done for your time at the moment. Just inspirations about making videos. In GX4000s, there you go, another great inspiration to promote the GX4000, to try and explain to people it isn't the worst system that ever was created. It just has no games because people didn't bother developing, but we've gone all over that. That's old ground. So there's a few decent pickups. My tooth is hurting, well, my gum is hurting. I bit down on a Kit Kat yesterday and I forgot the tooth was missing. Or was it chocolate on that side? I don't know why. And I was eating on that side, and I had the second stick of Kit Kat, and I went like that, and immediately this gum just went, and ow, and then I had to get like a matchstick to get the bits of wafer out of the hole. Yeah, disgusting. Anyway, some decent pickups. Love this. So happy with this, and so pleased with the price I paid for it. Yeah, your thoughts, inspirations, making videos. That's me finished today, and I will see you on the next Retro Waffle. Nova Bug!